Alright, everybody, welcome back to Zelda Bomb Squad. As always, I am your man, Crazy Bomb. We got another good one for you today. We are playing Harvest Moon 64, and away we go. Oh, great. What the fuck do you want? Oh, I heard you got a cow. When did you get it? That's great. Let me pet it next time. Hey, brother, how are your cows? Say, aren't you supposed to let them out in the pasture? Hey, I got an idea. Shut up. Oh, God, what now? Oh, hello. Hey, Frosty, can I ask you a favor? Would you keep some cows on your farm for a few days? The reason's a bit complicated, but we don't have room in our barn. Do me this favor, and I'll give you something after I sell them for a good price. Okay. Oh, great. I'll bring the cows tomorrow. But just remember, I'm trying to sell them, so don't let them get hurt or sick. Well, goodbye. See you later. Right on, dude. Right on. Great. I don't remember quite what he gives me, but he gives me something, and I'm fine with that. So we gotta go buy more cow food. That's a thing in this episode, so dope. Alright, so let's pick this shit. And what can we talk about while in this last episode for the evening? Okay, I guess I could talk about how I got started in the nightclub industry. So, for those who don't know, being in the nightclub industry is a huge part of my past. I absolutely love it. I want it to be a part of my future. One day I will be back in it. I deserve to be in it. I need to be in it. I have to be in it. That's where I am at my absolute best. That's where I am knowledgeable. That's where I am important. That is when I am at my best. Nobody's better than me in that field. I'm terribly sorry. Like, I will argue that, and I have proof to go with it. So, that's a thing. Oh, crap. Did we... We didn't go to Rick's yesterday, did we? I don't remember. Oh, well. I don't care. So, yeah. When I got out of the Navy, I was going to school at community college. And when while I was doing that, I wanted an actual job. So my brother, who worked at this establishment for on and off for over a decade, goes, "Hey, this place called I'm not even gonna say the name of it anymore because fuck that company." He goes, "Well, this place is hiring, so." Oh, sorry, I had to wet the old whistle. Excuse me. It's gonna be a hefty payday. I just want you to know that. Oh, I know. Okay, cool. Just letting you know. Anyway. Excuse me. So, when is this corn gonna be done? Good God. So, I'm just like, dude. He goes, "I heard that place is hiring. Like, they got kitchen staff as bouncers, so." It's pretty easy work, and, I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, why in God's name would I choose to work at a place that is filled to the brim with people who are going to drive their vehicles there, drink alcohol, and then most likely drive away at the end of the night, knowing what happened to me in my past? And for those of you who don't know, who haven't seen a few of the videos on the rest of my channel, in 2009, I was engaged, and my fiance had we were expecting a little girl, and in 2009 she was hit by a drunk driver, and I lost them both. So, why would I, willingly apply to be surrounded by that? That makes absolutely zero sense. It's the most asinine thing I've ever fucking heard of. So, I kiboshed the idea immediately. But then I thought about it, and it was like, well, wait a minute, because obviously the guy, obviously it wasn't just the driver at fault. I mean, as much as the driver is very much at fault, he's not the only one at fault. Because, none of the bouncers at this establishment stopped this guy from leaving. So they're just as guilty. None of the servers or bartenders working at that place caught him. So they're just as much at fault. None of the barbacks were like, hey, that guy's a little messed up. Maybe he shouldn't drive out of here. So they're at fault. And if everybody else is at fault in that establishment, that means they weren't trained properly by management. So the managers there are at fault as well. So there are a lot of people who I blame for that happening. It's not just the driver that hit her. It's everybody involved. So I said, well, if those guys would have just done, if any one of those aforementioned titles would have just done their fucking jobs, this wouldn't have happened. I'd have, let's see. I'd have an 11-year-old little girl right now driving me up the fucking wall. And I would absolutely have loved it. But that didn't happen. So I thought to myself, well, if they didn't do their jobs, I'm the type of person that has always been, you know, at least once I got in the Navy, because when I was in high school, I didn't give a shit about anything. But, you know, when I was in the Navy, I learned that if you're not going to do your job, get the fuck out of my way and let me do it. So that was the mentality I had, and I'm like, okay, fine. You know, if those guys aren't going to do their job, that means people aren't going to be safe. And if they're not going to be trusted to do their jobs to keep people safe, then somebody has to do it. And if nobody else will, I'll do it. So I applied for the sole purpose of stopping drunk drivers. And here's the thing. I actually had people telling me that that was a bad fucking idea. And as soon as I heard that, I was livid. Especially with two people that told me that's not the right way to go about trying to get this job. It's like, are you serious? And those two people were my biological father and my brother who tried getting me the job. Both of them were just like, dude, that's not the right way to go about this. I wouldn't do that if I were you. It's like, are you fucking serious? Get the hell out of here. Oh, I hatched Cain from an egg, so he thinks I'm his father. Father? Father. Here you go. Oh, is that okay? Oh, thank you. No, never mind. I'll see you later, mate. Sweet. Alright, so this is the last time I'm going to be able to pick one of these wild berries that fucking Karen loves so much. There we go. So I'll have 2 left. Great. But hopefully I won't need them because, you know, winter's coming up. She loves strawberries, so I could easily just grow those. You know, obviously I don't want to because I don't want to sell them, but something else could be happening very soon to where I won't have to give Karen presents anymore. That sounded horrible. So yeah, you know, I went and I applied at this place and I didn't hear anything back. And, you know, I called and I called and I called. Nobody got back to me. So I'm just like, okay, fine, whatever. I didn't get it. So, you know, my brother's just like, hey, I know you're still looking for work, man. They're looking for people. I'm like, dude, I tried. And, you know, they never got back to me. So he goes, no, I'll make sure that, you know, oh, crap. Oh, no, we're fine. He goes, I'll make sure that, you know, you get to talk to a manager or something like that. I said, okay, fine. I'll try it again. So I fill out another application. This time I actually got to talk to a manager. I won't say his actual name, but I'll say his name I made up for him. His name is Chris Cocksuck. So, you know, him and I had a nice long talk, and it seemed to go very, very well. Oh shit, I didn't mean to just buy one. Whoops. He's got a lot of dialogue here, and it's not the only time I'm actually gonna fucking do that. So there's gonna be plenty more like that. So I'm good for that. I'm gonna be good for that, like at least once every few episodes. So I think that will be enough right there. Sweet. Now I got plenty of cow food for when you bring cows to my farm tomorrow. Dope. So I'm talking to this manager, and you know, we have a conversation. We have the interview. It goes by very, very well, and he ends it by saying, you know, give me a couple of days. Let me look at the schedule. Oh, we've already read that one. Let me look at the schedule and see what I can come up with a day for you to come in so we can teach you what you're going to be doing. You don't need to have the highest IQ in the state to realize I just got the job. So I'm like, okay, cool. He said he's going to call me back. I'll give him a couple of days like he said. Sweet. So that's exactly what I did. A few days go by. I haven't heard anything. My brother comes back into town. He goes, hey, have you heard from this place? I said, no. He said he was going to call me back, but he hasn't done it yet. So he goes, I'm going there tonight. I'll see what's going on. I said, okay, I greatly appreciate that. So he goes there. And then when he comes back, looks at, and I asked him, I said, hey, so did you hear anything? He goes, dude, I'm sorry. And I said, sorry about what? And he goes, that manager that you talked to, like, he had no authority to tell you what he told you because he had one foot out the door. He no longer works there anymore. So you didn't get the job. But if it makes you feel better, you're not the only person he did that to. And it's like, oh yeah, that makes me feel loads better knowing I'm not the only one that got fucked over. And he goes, the new manager that took his place said he apologizes, but they actually want to bring me on instead because they need experienced people. You aren't experienced in this job. I am, so they're hiring me instead. Dude, I'm really sorry. And I said, dude, it's fine. I understand. A business aspect. You want people, if you're hurting for people, you want people with experience so they can more than make up for the lack of people working there. So I get that concept. But what I don't appreciate is the simple fact that this manager or so-called manager didn't have the fucking courtesy or professionalism to call me personally and say, hey, listen, sorry, but Cocksuck doesn't work here anymore. He didn't have the power to say what he said. Sorry, we're going to go with your brother instead. I'm terribly sorry. He couldn't do that, so fuck him. So, like 4 more months go by. My brother's not working anymore because he goes back to school. And he goes, hey, I heard that place is, they're looking for people. I said, dude, I've tried that place so many fucking times. I said, I don't know how many more times I have to try that goddamn place before I eventually get the job, or maybe I never will. I don't know. And he just goes, dude, just give it another try, and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to try again. All right? This better fucking happen, though. So, winter. Yep. Ooh, I could get a fucking power berry right now. Oh, baby. Power berry. We need... Oh, you aren't going to need this for a while. That's for sure. And we can do that because we need that to get a power berry, baby. It's chilly out there, isn't it? Here's the weather for the forecast. It'll snow tomorrow. Be careful not to catch cold. Oh, shit. I gotta look up the... So... I wonder if I can leave my... this month's events are... let's see... Thanks. 10. Dog. 19. Night. 24. Spirits. 27. Year. 30. Sweet. Alright, back to the weather. It'll snow tomorrow. Be careful not to catch a cold. I don't know if I can leave my dog out there. That's kind of a sticky situation. But, oh, sweet. They're bringing the cows by. I put the cow in the barn. Don't forget to feed it, and it's important to brush it too. This is the owner of the cows, Mrs. Mando, and her child. Nice to meet you. Thank you for your kindness. Okay, great. Like I give a good goddamn. Library will be closed for the 1st to the 10th next month. Flowerbud Village, blah, blah, blah. Alright, so... Oh my goodness. What time is it? In real life? I think we can do one more episode. So, let's call it an episode now. We'll do... I'll do all of this off camera, so we don't have to worry about it. And we'll finish this episode. We'll do one more episode tonight, and then we're going to call it. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to join the Bomb Squad, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment below. Let me know how you're doing, or how I'm doing. And you can tell me how you're doing, too. That'd be fine. And we will continue talking about how I got my start in the nightclub industry. So we'll see you next time. Until then, you all stay classy.